Some individuals may seek power and dominance to gain resources, territory, or wealth. Others may seek power to achieve a sense of personal glory or honor, to defend their people or their beliefs, or to seek revenge against perceived enemies. Additionally, some individuals may be driven by a desire for control or a sense of superiority over others. Kaido, from the One Piece universe, and Uchiha Madara, from the Naruto universe. This version of Kaido was when he fought Luffy, and Madara was the version where he fought Hashirama Senju, when they were alive. The idea of destroying enemies in battle is also a complex one, as it can be influenced by cultural, social, and psychological factors. Some cultures or belief systems may view violence and destruction as necessary for self-defense or for the greater good. And, of course, psychological factors such as fear, anger, and hatred can also play a role in individuals' desire to destroy their enemies. We're here to analyze their powers and abilities to determine who would win in a one-on-one fight. If you like the content and want to be updated for new contents, just hit subscribe button and like to be a member of our clan. Kaido of the Beasts, renowned as the world's strongest creature, is the Governor-General of the Beasts Pirates, and one of the 4 emperors that ruled over the New World. He is also the father of Yamato. Once a promising child soldier, at the service of the Vodka Kingdom decades ago, Kaido was drafted against his will by the Marines, but managed to escape and start a career in piracy. He was invited by Edward Newgate to join the legendary Rocks Pirates, as an apprentice, where he met and befriended Charlotte Lin. During the God Valley incident, when the Rocks Pirates met their downfall, Lin provided Kaido with the rare mythical Zoan fruit, the O-Nomi model Seryu. He then went on to form his own crew, and build it up into a powerful military force determined to challenge the world government. Kaido is a merciless, aggressive, and confident warrior, who never misses an opportunity to gain an advantage in war. He suffers from bouts of apathy and boredom, harboring a general sense of unconcern for most things, including the very nature of the world, and the lives of himself and his subordinates. He keeps a grumpy disposition, with little pleasure and excitement in his life, and is constantly frowning most of the time. As such, he craves excitement and chaos, wanting to start the largest war in the world, because he felt it was too mundane. This was true even during his childhood as a soldier, under the service of the Vodka Kingdom, with a young Kaido, barely showing interest in anything outside of constant warring. Kaido has apparently always had issues with the world he lived in, particularly the people governing it, of which authority he did not respect due to his beliefs that the true worth of someone could only be gauged in the battlefield. In the past, Kaido once believed that only he could change the world, supposedly in an attempt to mimic Joy Boy and his legend. However, Kaido has admitted that his methods and overall goal ended up being far different. Still, Kaido remains curious about Joy Boy, and whether anyone else is capable of taking up their mantle. He also thinks that Joy Boy could be the one person capable of ever taking him down. Kaido is a dragon, and one of their biggest abilities is being able to manipulate lightning at will. While Kaido cannot control it as well as Big Mom does with Zeus, he does it well enough to give the Scabbards a rough time. One of Kaido's biggest strengths is his speed. Although not focused on all that much, Kaido is capable of taking down some of the strongest characters in the series, before they even know what happened, as seen when he knocked Luffy out with just one Thunder Bagua. Its power was great enough to completely melt off the hill on which the Curry Castle rested. When used against Luffy, it was powerful enough to make him bleed despite using Busoshaku Haki, however, not enough to stop him. As seen during Kaido's fight against the Worst Generation, he's capable of becoming akin to a natural disaster itself, by creating dragon twisters. Although one of them was matched by Zoro's own Kokuho o Tatsumaki, the one that followed was strong enough to blow everyone away with ease. Being a Yonko, it is no surprise that Kaido is capable of using the ornament haki at a very high level. Although he has never been shown to harden his haki, Kaido's usage of it is elite, and can be seen when he projects his haki several meters outward with techniques like Thunder Bagua. Kaido's very first introduction made it quite clear that he's not easy to damage. After jumping from 10,000 meters, Kaido got up with a slight headache. In fact, he's so durable that attempting suicide is his hobby. As revealed in the story recently, Kaido is a user of the advanced form of the Hoshoku Haki. This was revealed in One Piece chapter 1010, where Luffy managed to learn this ability as well. Kaido is a user of the mythical Zoano Onomi model Seiryu, which allows him to transform himself into an Eastern dragon, and its hybrid at will. This is, without a doubt, Kaido's biggest power. Madara Uchiha was the legendary leader of the Uchiha clan. He founded Konohagakure, alongside his childhood friend and rival, Hashirama Senju, with the intention of bringing about an era of peace. When the two couldn't agree on how to achieve that peace, they fought for control of the village, a conflict which ended in Madara's death. Madara, however, rewrote his death and went into hiding to work on his own plans. Unable to complete it in his natural life, he entrusted his knowledge and plans to Obito, shortly before his actual death. Years later, Madara would be revived, only to see his plans foiled and ultimately, and finally, realizing the error of his ways and making amends with Hashirama, before his final death. Madara loved fighting above all else, the sights, the sounds, even the taste of his own blood, occasionally describing his battles as dances. He felt being reincarnated deprived him of the full experience. Yet he was very disciplined in a fight, never allowing his failed plans or attacks to upset him, never letting superior numbers or power intimidate him, and always willing to do whatever must be done to gain victory. Although he sometimes imposed limitations on himself, such as not using certain techniques more than once, he was willing to lower himself, with unbecoming tactics or excessive displays, in order to change tactics and exploit advantages. Madara is capable of reading his opponent's movements. With the ability of the Sharingan, Madara has the ability to copy his opponent's move. In his lifetime, Madara was able to gain the Mangekyo Sharingan, which granted him to use powerful attacks like the Susanoo. After taking the eyes from his dying brother Izuna, Madara gained the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, which can prevent him from being blinded. With the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, Madara has demonstrated the ability to keep powerful beasts, like the Nine Tails, under his control to use it in his battles. Madara is able to use multiple chakra natures. As an Uchiha, Madara is able to use fire-style jutsu. Madara's fireball jutsu can encompass a large distances and can swallow many opponents. Madara can summon Susanoo to assist him in his fights. Madara's Susanoo comes in many forms, from the skeletal layer to his perfect form, which he unlocked by gaining the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Madara's Susanoo also wields a strong curvature blades that smash and slice his opponents near him. In its perfect form, Madara's Susanoo has the ability to decimate mountain ranges and tear apart the large areas with his sword. With its overwhelming size, the Susanoo, on a psychological level, poses as a massive threat to even the Five Cage. And it was stated by Madara himself that the Susanoo is as strong as a tailed beast itself. Years of experience on the battlefield honed his strategic ingenuity. He could quickly devise a number of approaches, and could switch approaches immediately. The longer he spent against a particular opponent, the less he needed backup tactics, as he could eventually predict what they would do and identify literal or psychological weaknesses to exploit. He could form and verify any theories he comes up with, using small details.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time.
Kaido is known to be one of the strongest characters in One Piece. He is known for his incredible durability and strength. He's a dragon-human hybrid, which gives him an incredible amount of power. He has also the ability to regenerate. He's almost impossible to kill because of it. But Madara is a beast in his own right. He's a master of both ninjutsu and taijutsu and has the Sharingan. Madara Susanoo is incredibly powerful too. It's a giant armored figure that can withstand almost any attack. And when Madara activates his perfect Susanoo, it's even stronger. Even if Kaido's Conqueror's Haki, that can knock out weaker opponents and even damage their souls. But Madara's Sharingan can counter it. He can use Genjutsu to manipulate Kaido's mind and disrupt his concentration. And it's safe to say that Madara would win. But it's still fun to imagine these crossover battles.